Hello students, today we will be going to discuss our first chapter, which is matter in our surroundings. So the first question is, what is matter? Everything in this universe that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Examples: air, stones, pencil, water, etc. etc. And talking about its composition, that is its constituents. What is this matter made up of? So basically there are 5 constituents: air, water, sky, fire, earth. Now if we talk about the physical nature of matter, so here the question arises is matter continuous or particulate? So the answer to this question is matter is particulate in nature, which means that this matter consists of particles. For example, अगर हम एक ड्रॉप रेड कलर लेते हैं और हम इसे एक कंटेनर में डालते हैं which is full of water, then what will happen? That water will turn red. That water will turn red because the particles of red color mixes with the particles of water. Now, what are the size of these particles? What size of these particles that are made up of matter? The sizes, they are very small and they can be broken into further particles. For example, the dilution of a colorful solution. Now students, just open up page number 2 and look at figure 1.2 of your NCERT textbook. What are you seeing is, हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया है, हमने 2-3 crystals लिए हैं of potassium permanganate and we have dissolved them in 100 ml of water. Now we have taken out 10 ml of that solution and then put it into 90 ml of another solution, which is clear water. Then again we have taken out 10 ml of that solution and put it into another 90 ml of clear water. हम ऐसे कब तक करते रहेंगे? लगभग 5 to 8 times we will keep diluting this solution. So this experiment shows what? हमें क्या दिखेगा लास्ट में कि हम कलर तो पिंक हो रहा है उसका, बट वो धीरे धीरे फेड होता चला जा रहा है कलर. This shows that few crystals of KMnO4 can color a large volume of water. तो इससे हमें क्या conclusion मिलता है कि there are millions of particles present in the color which just divide themselves on dilution. पहले क्या हुआ था, हमारा KMnO4 की वजह से वो पानी का सोल्यूशन पिंक हो गया था और जैसे हम उसमें से उसकी वॉल्यूम कम करते जा रहे थे, मतलब निकालते चले जा रहे थे हम सोल्यूशन को, तो वो पिंक कलर फेड होता चला जा रहा था. That means there are millions of particles present in the color which just divide themselves on dilution. Now students, let's talk about the characteristics of particles of matter. So the first characteristic is that these particles of matter have spaces between them. Second characteristic is that these particles of matter are moving all the time in random directions. Third characteristic is particles of matter attract each other. Now let's talk about these characteristics one by one. So the first one is that particles of matter have spaces between them. Go. So students, have you ever wondered what causes salt or sugar to get dissolved in water? Salt gets dissolved in water because their particles have spaces between them. The particles of the salt gets in the spaces between the particles of water and the mixture is formed. Those particles cannot be seen through the naked eyes. मतलब कि जो particles हैं salt के, वो जाके particles of water के, जो particles of water के spaces होते हैं उनमें चले जाते हैं and they get intermixed with each other. And those particles are microscopic in nature. So we can conclude that particles of matter have spaces between them. Talking about the second characteristic, that particles of matter are continuously moving. Here you can see that this is a matter. In this, these are particles. They are moving here and there in all the random directions. That is, particles of matter are in the motion all the time. Hence, they possess kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy, students? The energy which is caused due to motion of particles.